Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another Steve Rising video. And it's another Thursday, so you know what that means. It means that there's maintenance and also an update for Dusty Rising. So we're going to be going quickly through the update, seeing what new things are happening. And from the little skim that I did through it, it seems like we're getting some exotic buffs, some buffs to perks, some new events, as well as a couple of other things like fixes and a couple more buffs. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you do, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel in case you guys are ready for some more Dusty Rising content. And now let's get into it, and the very first thing that we gotta take a look at is the actual content updates. So there's gonna be two different events that are gonna be starting throughout this. The first one is the Eclipse starts. Now this event is essentially gonna be happening in two different phases. The first one, the leaderboard rush, is essentially gonna be going for 2 days. During this time, the difficulty is going to be higher, but you can get some pretty nice rewards like a weapon shader and also your choice of an exotic weapon engram from the raid. So if you're missing one of them and you get it done while this is going on, you can just straight up just pick the exotic that you actually want. And fire teams to clear the 3 stages, rank in the top 100 will also receive a special reward, dynamic emblem, and the exotic ghost shell. I'm sure you guys have seen this event. It's been in the game a couple days. We've been able to see like the rewards you can actually get. And also the first fire team to clear all stages seems like they're going to be getting a limited edition emblem just for them, which is pretty cool. Now for your fire team to actually get on the leaderboards, you're going to have to complete all 3 encounters with the same fire team. So you can't just do an encounter with one team, a different encounter with a different team. It has to be the same team for all 3 encounters. And after those 2 days are up, we go into the results display. And during this phase, the difficulty is going to be lower. So those who haven't really gotten in there and attempted the activity will be able to claim their first clear rewards. And whenever this is going on, I think that we're going to be doing some help on the stream here. So if you guys are looking for some help when this is going on, we're definitely going to be trying to set up some runs with you from the chat. Now the second event, Ascending Lights, it's all about raising your team level. If you're under level 65, you can complete daily challenges to get team XP and just quickly level up. And it seems like only light bearers that are under 65 will be able to take part of this event, essentially just so they can raise them up a little higher so they can reach some of the end game and some of the later content. Now we have a couple of balance changes here. They reduce the difficulty of the boss in the campaign mission, Revelations. They shorten the gathering of fire team quests. And for the weapons, they actually buff some of the kill perks. If the perk require a kill to like stack it up and get more damage, as well as the Cadenza's exotic perk, they essentially got easier to proc. Because as long as you reach 30% of the base health combatants, or 20% of an elite or stronger combatant, if an ally defeats that combatant, your perk will still stack. So now you no longer have to actually get the final blow on the target to actually stack these perks. As long as you're doing enough damage, whenever that enemy dies, you'll be able to stack them. Which is going to make them much better. And this is really going to help any of the weapons that have the skill perks, but especially the Cadenza and the Huckberry, since Reincarnation is also listed here. You're going to be able to build Reincarnation so much faster and really take advantage of that perk. They also had a fix for the Fury's Pulse Rifle, where now if you hit the critical points, you actually get yellow numbers to signify that you're actually hitting them. And they also changed the description on the Octane Rare Dispenser as well as Catalyst to use better reflect the actual weapon. They didn't change any of the weapon, they just changed the wording on the actual exotic trait and the catalyst. And then we get a couple of other fixes, like improving the equip, weapon filtering and exotic refinement screens, updating the icon for the gallows, and reducing the ammo you get with the heir apparent in Iron Bar. I haven't been to Iron Bar in a while, so I don't know if the heir apparent was like an issue there, but if it was, now it's going to start with less ammo. And also they added a standard shader for some of the basic weapons. Now for the activities, we have a couple of improvements, but mostly just fixes. Now whenever you pick up a Paraverse ability, it's immediately going to take effect. So you don't have to like actually leave for it to take effect now. It's just immediate. They improved the score display in Calamity Ops. They improved the Exchange Shop screen for the Shadow Reaper duels, as well as improving the search function and reducing the difficulty for some of the triumphs. And also for the Expanse Eternity, they adjusted the time requirements for the rewards, which I think it means that it got easier. We'll have to wait to actually get in game so we can actually see the timer, or like the new timer, but I think they definitely made the Expanse a little easier with this. By how much? We're gonna have to wait and see. Now, another really good one that I'm sure you guys are gonna love is that the Acclaim, they reduced the power to actually get the gold medal quests. I know a lot of people were struggling to get that 64k, so if they just reduce this even by 1,000, I'm sure it's gonna make people be able to reach that gold medal easier and get through that Acclaim rank much faster. This was probably the most annoying of the Acclaim like walls, so I'm very glad that they're lowering this so people don't have to go mad to really just maximize all their power to be able to get through this like wall. Then we have a couple improvements for emblems, for some carry animations, and also updated the guidance for whenever you're leveling up your power weapons. We also have a very big update for the black market, catalysts you already own, and catalysts for the weapons those catalysts you already activated will no longer be stock. This is really cool, and it essentially means that there's always going to be a catalyst in there that you're going to be able to purchase. And then we have some more updates to the Fireteam Finder, the tutorial, the events, the penalty system, and it seems like the controls have now been improved for Go-Go-Go's whenever you use their controller. Next, we have some of the economy stuff. First is the Pinnacle Rewards. They increase in the chance of acquiring exotic weapons when claiming the Pinnacle Rewards from Gauntlet Onslaught. They're also going to be increasing the chances of exotic artifacts, and it looks like the basic rewards are also going to be getting increased for the exotic artifacts, also in Singularity Chaos. Basic rewards will now also give you bounty value, which you can accumulate to get some of those seasonal engrams. And lastly, now you have an enhanced Easter egg reward from the front lines, which is going to increase your reward to level 7 and 8 to receive some mythic weapon parameters whenever you do some of those front lines. So just more weapon parameters, some buffs to some of the exotics. I think the big one here is definitely going to be the one to the exotic artifacts. They just do not seem to drop. Whether you're using Pinnacle energy or not, the drop rate on them was really low. So I'm glad to see this, and hopefully you guys will be able to get some better exotic rewards. But even the Onslaught buff is definitely very good, and maybe I could actually get that shotgun now. And they also raised the daily destination reputation cap to 2,000 now, so you'll be able to level up your destinations a little more every day. Now we have a couple of fixes for the expanse. Whenever you leave the treasure hole, sometimes it would just clear your save progress, which I think did happen to me. I thought it was just how it worked, but I think this actually did happen to me. And then we have a couple other fixes for Singularity Order, like in Stage 6, the fan would activate without you pressing a button. In the Legendary campaign, they fixed the character boring feature, because it was not working as intended. And then for Calamity Ops, I think this is a pretty big one, they fixed an issue in which combatants would spawn with the incorrect tier on them in the Specialist difficulty, which would lead to lower scores. So if you've been kinda close to getting out a Specialist, maybe this is the reason that you didn't get out, and now you should be able to get out a Specialist. But today's update was really about making the Acclaim easier and improving some of those exotic buffs. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this update in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.